And welcome everyone to a new adventure. It's time we start Fate Extella. So, I didn't really give my thoughts on this at the end of Extra, because it was already a very long video. I didn't want it to go any longer. Super fun game. Just to kind of tie back to that, hopefully everyone that watched it enjoyed it. I also meant to add at the very end of Extra, if there was any suggestions, to leave them in the comments on ways that I could improve. Ways to make the video better, essentially. But, that being said, we're not here for Extra anymore. We're here for Fate Extella. So, this game, obviously I would have actually done CCC before this, but CCC is not translated. So, we can't do that. So, we're going to do Extella, which is not a RPG. Well, I guess it isn't an RPG, but it is not rock, paper, scissors. It is the sequel to Extra, though, so there is that. So we'll go ahead and get started, and let me know in the comments below if there's anything that I could do to make the videos better, or what you guys could think of for like an improvement. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll go ahead and get started. I guess actually one other thing. I have actually beaten this game already. This is on a second profile essentially, so I didn't want to start on a profile that's already got a clear save because spoilers and stuff. So, plus what fun is that? So, we'll go ahead and get started. There's probably going to be a little more cut out in these videos as well. Just because of the loading times in this game. You guys won't... well, I might actually leave it in just so that way you guys can see it. But the loading times of this game are atrocious. Like, really, really bad. So, we're going to go normal. There's no reason to go hard. Actually, you guys will probably be able to see it here. Oh, that one wasn't that bad. So, you have... this game is divided up into, essentially, 4 stories. We'll get to the 4th one eventually. I do plan on doing all of them, though. And, like I said in Extra, I'm probably going to make this a, 5-week type... Or, not a 5-week, a 5-episode, a week type thing. It'll probably actually go up Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I was thinking about doing that with Extra around week 5 or so, but I figured I'd just kind of finish it out where it is. The other thing this game's got, which we don't have any unlocked, which is side stories. I haven't figured out how I want to do those yet. If we beat part 1 and then just go back and do some side stories or what, because the side stories in this game aren't long, but they are really, really funny. So we'll figure that out when we get there. We got a bit before we'll hit that way. So main story, go. And yeah, you can see there's Nero, Castor, and Saber. So I'll leave it to your imagination on who they will be. BC. That time. A shooting star falls from the early dawn sky, a shining light streaming through the dark river of space. The Earth's surface would be unfamiliar to modern-day eyes. All who dwell upon it look up. The people, the animals, even the plants. The comet goes on soaring through the sky. For all their great speed, most comets appear to hold still in the sky, from the planet's perspective. And so the people believe this one to be another harmless spectacle, a tear-shaped jewel among the stars. They have no idea the doom it brings, no idea that their time on this planet has come to an end. So yeah, Earth kind of destroyed. The surface of the Earth is on fire. The planet is on fire. The catastrophe destroys all civilizations without clemency or judgment. The beast of nature suffers horrible mutations, run amok, and ultimately fall to ash. Prophets protest that the end has come too soon. Rulers call upon their people to fight. Scholars say only that it is too late. A few still cling to hope, believing that at the least some of them will endure. It's a Titan. Until the true threat makes its appearance. Numeral is saying a special ability that Sir Gawain has in his arsenal during the 3 hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Something, something, something. Ah, it's a giant floaty hand monster. Of course. So yeah, this is essentially a hack and slash game. So that's what I'm thinking. Probably a lot of the like actual hack and slash is going to be cut out, maybe, unless you guys just want to see it and all. The problem is that with the hack and slash like type of mechanic, I have an obsession to clear all the areas, and I'll definitely do that. So don't be surprised if you see that happening. Also, I forgot how slow the camera speed is. So, and yeah, it's just telling us all these things. Extella maneuver, yeah, you can press A. It's essentially what I did when I was pressing the, what you're seeing actually right now on screen. You hit an enemy, it's going to do some widespread damage. Boom. And you can see here, you can continuously do it. As long as you have this gauge in the bottom left-hand corner filled out. Also, shouts to Nero having her shield. The only time you'll ever see her with one. And this is just for thematics, because normally you don't get an MP right after those. Regime Matrix, the authority to control over a territory. It is a control code then encoded into each sector. I can't read all of that. Ah, the Titans again. Damn those Titans. Eren Yeager already messing us up. That is all that remains of the ancient final records. After the passing of 30 sunsets, or perhaps a few more, mankind's ancestors accepted their end. Only one fleeting warning survives for the future generations. And this definitely won't be copyright claimed, so I'm going to talk over it, and hopefully that it doesn't, because even if it is, as long as it's viewable, that will be fine. So yeah, there's beautiful Nero, she's waifu, precious. There's Tamamo, also pretty cool. I can't remember, I know Nero's busted in this game. Tamamo also can do some really cheap stuff. I can't remember what it is about Tamamo that really do. There's certain like setup things. Oh, that's an Altera. Don't mind her, she's just chilling. For sure. That's a Lubu, in case you're wondering. Karna. So yeah, there's a lot of different playable servants in this. Through the main story, you only play as Nero, Tamamo, and Mysterious Third Saber, that most definitely is not Altera, and Fourth Saber, well, Fourth Servant, I should say, that, you know, is a super mystery. But through the side stories, you do get to play as all of the other characters. There is one hidden character in this game as well. That character is Artoria. I haven't figured out what I want to do because it's an absolute pain to unlock her. I'd have to look it up actually how you unlock her because I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's something to do with food though. I do remember that. It's like go defeat a special sector, like these sectors specifically, and eat a bunch of food. That's the answer to that. Ah, the digital sea, we are back. Little did you know it would be so soon. The darkness is colossal. Imagine a deep hole growing and swelling. Nothingness spreads out to the blind your eye, or nothing is spreading out to the blind your eyes and eat at your heart. I can't read. As per usual, I can never read. The sheer scale of it all, it's difficult to put into words.
これほどの質量とは何ということか。こんなものは今の人類の手に余る。アルタミラの石碑、セファールの巨人、これが月すらも滅ぼす異様。だが倒すしかない。囚われた我々が自由を得るにはそれしかない。あなたがあれを倒すしかない。だってそうでしょう。そのためのレガリア、そのためのムーンセルなのだから。
Also, voice acting exists in this game. Redacted. It's glaring at you. It's targeting you. You should realize that without being told, that you can see that the glowing points of light are its eyes. A giant shadow from the unknown. It's looking at you. That giant shadow is not a servant. That's what your nature, your soul, screams. But it's not an enemy program. Your mind, your experiences, scream that out with conviction. All that comes from your body, your instincts, is a cry of wordless terror on your quivering tongue. Redacted. It's coming. It's here. The giant shadow spreads out with overwhelming speed. With that much mass and velocity, its kinetic energy is on par with a plane crash. How much damage could it do to the Seraph? A thought runs through your head. There is no way this ends well. There is only an instant before the darkness engulfs all. Just as the records and the warnings the moon witnessed long ago. So I'll ask you one last time. Someone with nothing to look back on. Someone who has nothing to flash in front of your eyes. An empty shell. Was that what you were? Are you really that kind of creature? I'm not. No, I'm not. That's what my soul screams out. Something's there. That's what my mind screams out. Something irreplaceable. That's what my body screams out. In that moment, a voice illuminates the darkness. I see a gleaming light. It's like daybreak. The Titan disappears and the darkness shatters. The voice and the light approach me. My eyes become faint. Farewell to my righteous self. An old story that sent my consciousness drifting. The fond memories of the moon end here.
Ah, お目覚めですか。よかった。どうか体を楽に。今ムーンセルとの接続を再開しています。
Okay, we should be back. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know. I'm hoping nothing happened to the recording. For whatever reason, my computer monitor locked itself. I'm not sure why. It almost acted like it was going to reboot. Well, I'll have to look at that through the editing. And hopefully I won't have to re-record. So, but we'll see.
あなたのデータは破壊され欠損している。極めて致命的な状態です。一刻も早いデータの修復処理が必要です。まずはあなたのバリューをスキャンします。ピリッときますが抵抗はしないように。
Ah, yes. Let's trust the shady man shocking us.
聖杯戦争勝者カテゴリー U 測定拒絶権につき免除クオリティ E マイナスでは本人確認ですね。あなたの名称を入力してください。
Oh yeah. So got Hakuno. Oop, not that. And I can never remember. Let me look it up real quick to see. I'm pretty sure. Okay, it actually does say it there real quick. All right. And I had to look up how to spell Kishinami because I can't spell. Let's be real here. Even though it is pretty much exactly how it is. You know. How it sounds. Confirm. Oh, I guess I could just default it. What's the default? Default's that. I could have just hit default. I'm an idiot.
よろしい。すべて問題なし。成功ですよ。ムーンセルオートマトンを得たものよ。ここの後始末は私にお任せを。あなたは一刻も早くあなたの玉座に戻るべきです。
Ah, yes, we're thrown. So we are still the victor of the Holy Grail War. So you can't go wrong with that, for sure. I've awakened from my slumber. It feels as if I'm witnessing an old dream. I'm sitting in a chair. Was I sleeping, sitting up? As I raise my head, my joints ache. I must have been in this pose for a few hours at least.
やっと目覚めたな、我がマスターよ。うなされていたようだが、夢見が悪かったのか？であるのなら、最高の目覚めがそなたを迎えよう。言うまでもないが、世の笑顔だ。
Exactly. Look how happy she is.
どこにあろうという話だな。
A woman in red stands proudly in front of me. From the bottom of my heart, I feel a sigh of relief. Her golden hair, her slender body, the name of this beloved woman, together with whom I have overcome so many battles is... What is her name?
どうした奏者よ。頭が痛むのか？やはりここのところ根を詰めすぎたのではないか？世は働き者は好きだが、それで体を壊しては本末転倒というもの。世が一人で退屈になるではないか。
Even in her formal demeanor, I can feel her warmth and affection. But something's wrong. I know her very well. She's the most important person in the world to me. But even so, I can't remember her name. Do I have amnesia? Even if I do, I can at least remember what I first called her. Saber. She's known as the heroic spirit of the sword, and as the servant of Hakuno Kishinami. Me!
どうした改まって。目覚めついでに世の向上が聞きたくなったのか？
Ah, how convenient. You guys, Nero's wearing that wedding ring. You see it, don't you? Look at that hand. Bam.
改めて名乗りを上げよう。
There it is.
見目麗しき英霊は数あれど、きら星の剣、繁栄の花はただ一輪。あらゆる才を白指に乗せ、咲き誇るはバラの皇帝。その剣撃はミューズの調べのごとく。ウイゴの日は瞬きなれど、しるべとなって主の道を切り開こう。聞き惚れよ。しかして頼り惚れ直すがよい。世は至高にして至上の名器、剣の英霊、そなたのサーバントだ。やはり開幕はこうでなくて
That is how one makes an introduction.
もう何度目
If anyone wonders why Nero's best girl, this is why.
そこは世とそなたの中、多めに見るがよい。
When I see her smile, I can feel the enjoyment from deep within her heart. That feeling flows through me and starts to clear the fog from my head. I can vaguely remember awkward dreams, far removed from whatever my real memories are. But as long as she's by my side, I know I'll never have to fear or doubt a thing.
しかしだ、 確認するのなら世の姿と名ではなく自らの姿を顧みるべきではないか。
Man, voice acting in games great. Makes my job easier. As Saber says those words, I look around the room for the first time. What is this? Yeah, the mooncell looks a little different from Extra, if you guys haven't noticed. A throne? I knew I was sitting down, but this is no ordinary chair. All around me I see a room befitting this throne, complete with carpeted stairs to separate the ruler from his men. Did Saber prepare all this? I suppose it's no surprise if she did, but there's something else. I feel like I'm missing something important. What exactly happened to me?
どうしたそうじゃん。さっきからじっと世を見つめるくせに何もせず。こんなことなら一人でムーンセル中枢などへ赴かせるのではなかったな。戻ったそなたが丸一日眠りこけていたのもあそこで何かがあったせいに違いない。
Asleep for a whole day? And what's the mooncell's core?
覚えていないのか。これは重度の寝ぼけよ。こたびの出張やはり過酷だったと見える。ここはより静かな、そして親密な空間で語り合うべきだな。体を休めるためのベッドと手を重ね合うためのベッドのある空間。
Yes, we must go to my room, the staple of the Fate series.
マイルームというやつだ。